Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, I've done it again. I've went and got another EV from Copart. Yeah, I'm really not sure about this one. I've never done this one before. It's only my second EV that I've got. But third EV that I've worked on, because I did work on Digger's electric van, so I kind of got to count that really. But it wasn't mine. These two, this is my second one. This one's been mine. So yeah, I'm really not sure how this is going to go, but it was cheap enough, and I thought, yeah, I've done a little bit of research before I started bidding on this car, and looked into it, see what it could do. See the problems. This has got some problems, this car. It's one of the first mass production EVs that they did. So yeah, it had its issues in the beginning. So I'm hoping it's not going to give us any issues, guys, but you never know. You just got to jump in with T3 and go for it. So yeah, let's bring it in. But before we do, I just want to quickly say to everyone, if you can like, share and subscribe, I really appreciate all the support. But if you could do that, that would be fantastic. So let's bring it in. I'll show you what we got. We'll have a walk around it. I'm not an expert. Remember that. I'm not an expert on these cars. So if I get things wrong, it's because I'm new to this. Most people are new to this kind of game, this EV, electric, especially repairs. We're just, getting involved and having a go. So let's bring it in. I'll show you what we've got. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I've got the new project in. It's just beside me. I don't know if you can hear it. It's bleeping away. It don't like something. So let's get into it. I'll show you what we got. We'll have a walk around it, explain a few bits. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm going to try my best. I haven't got a script like other YouTubers. It's just off the cuff. Let's go for it. So, yeah, let me show you what it is. It's a Nissan Leaf. Yeah. I have been looking at these for a while now, and I just wanted to sort of, dip my toe into it and just see what they're all about, just see if they're any good, and yeah, go from there really. So, where do we start? Look, let's have a walk around the car first of all, right? Let's have a look at the damage and why it was writ off, and then I'll show you the other damage. So this is a Cat S, and that's where the damage is on this car. It didn't show you, it did with the pictures. It doesn't show you with the door open, and it don't show you the sort of the actual, the bodywork of the car. So I don't know. I thought Cat S, and it was down here, and the seal had sort of dented in or something and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem to be that case. I have opened the door and checked it, and there's no damage. There's no damage to the outside of this, or the inside, sorry, of this structure. I thought it was going to be something here, but it's not. None of that has been damaged at all. None of it. All the way around. So then I thought, well, there must be something else that's caused this to be a Cat S, because that should be a Cat N, if that's the case. Now, there is other marks around the car. You've got a bumper scuff here, and there is some mixed views about these insurance assessors. Some people say they just base it on the accident. They just base it on what's been hit. Other people say they go all around the car and they check it and they price it or look at it as if they're going to make it a brand new car again. So who knows? Apart from you know, an insurance assessor, but even them, they don't really look at these cars. They don't take. Most of them don't go. Most of them don't go to a garage to be stripped down and checked to see if it's a Cat N or Cat S. They just do it off pictures, which is which is another conversation for another day. But looking around the car, the front end has got some scuff. It's got some, I don't know what that is, but it looks like paint transfer from something. So potentially that will all buff out. But the actual bumper itself isn't damaged, but that scuff, it's got a scuff on that corner. So yeah, that's that. We have got some scratches on the bonnet as well. That one's quite deep. So yeah, you know, not quite sure how far we're going to take this car, because already, you know, we're into a lot of panels, a lot of paintwork just on that corner. We haven't got around this side yet. So this corner here, again, it's been hit here, but is that previous? Who knows? Got a little bit of paint flake in there going on, a little and some rust. So that looks like it's old, but you just never know. So we're going to need another wing. I'm not going to, by the time I've tried to pull that out and then send it to the paint shop, it's going to cost more than it is for, and I've had a look, they're about £100. So £100 wing in colour, switch it over, done. So yeah, that's that. This door, and originally I thought this side was okay. I knew about that wing, but the rest of it, it was filthy. The car was absolute filthy. You can't quite see because they didn't, no, Copart didn't come up and then take a picture of this door or of this side. They just took a picture of that wing. They did say that, I've got to be honest. But yeah, having a look at this here, this is actually dented in at the bottom here. So potentially this was part of the accident. On obviously something might have hit him that side and pushed him against something this side. You don't know, but definitely this door has got a bit of a ding at the bottom here. You can see it all there. And then at the bottom of the door, see this part of the seal. This is what I thought was going to happen on the other side, but it's not. It's this side. So is this the reason why it's a Cat S? Because of this lower part of the actual seal? Don't get me wrong, guys. We've done loads of these, absolute loads of them. So I am not concerned with that whatsoever. But we might have to change this door as well. So this door needs to be changed as well. So, you know, we're talking now. Now we're talking this door, that wing, that door. There is some scuffs on this one. It's very hard. This paint, this, you know, really got to be cleaned up good, and then run a polish, like machine polish, all over it to see what would come out and what would have to be done. Like that there. To me, I can get that out. I reckon I can get that out. That bumper, not be able to get that out because that's deeper. But this here, I reckon would be fine to get out. You can just see it. See the scuffing here. I think a flat and a polish would actually get most of that out. So, you know, it's got some battle scars, this car. It's already got quite a few bits and pieces. I can't do everything. So I've got to go through it and check the majority of stuff. I'm not going to get this looking like a brand new car, and an insurance company wouldn't do it anyway. They'd only repair the damage. They wouldn't go all over the car and make it brand new again. They just don't do that. But yeah, the back end, it seems okay. It seems okay. Just a few scuffs and scratches. You know, even down here, we've got some scuffs and scratches here. This door actually looks okay. I think we've got away with this door. A little bit of scuffing at the top, but again, I think that's just dirt. So a good clean up would sort that out, no problem. I don't think any of that is damaged. Got a little scuff there, but nothing, I don't think, nothing too major. No dents on this door. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed already, but it says this here, all right? It says rolls and steers, but non-runner. Now, in the pictures at Copart, that was not on there. When I bought this car with the pictures at Copart, that writing was not on this glass. I've gone back on the pictures. It was not there. If that was there, and being an EV, I probably would have stayed away. I wouldn't have not have bidded on this car, would not have bothered, because it's just a headache. These with the batteries and the motors, it's just a headache. There's no point buying a non-runner EV for me anyway, because I'm not that much experienced in doing these. But I'm telling you now, that was not on there. In the pictures, it's not there, but now it is. And when it turned up, the guy that picked it up for me, I wasn't here at the time. I was away doing some bits and pieces. He phoned me. He said, how are we going to get the car off? And I said, well, there should be power to it, because on the pictures, it showed it power to the car, and it said runs and drives. And he went, nah, it's got non-runner written on the glass. Honestly, I just thought, oh no. But what he'd done was, he did get power to the car. They disconnected the 12-volt battery, and then he reconnected the 12-volt battery, and it let it roll it off. So he managed to get it off the truck, basically, what I'm saying. But yeah, that scared me. I've got to be honest, that scared me. But after coming back and checking it, I put a jumper on it, onto the car, and then what I did was I charged this car overnight. The battery, the 12-volt battery, was charged overnight to give it the best chance we can to see if we can get it to fire up. And I'll show you that now. So basically, foot on the brake down there. Key's got to be, where's the key? I've got the key. So it come with one key, this car. This key here, keyless. So, foot on the brake, and when you put your foot on the brake, it comes back up. It's weird, this thing. You press it down, it gives it a jolt, and it comes back up. And then you've got a start button here. So you press that. Makes loads of funny noises. But as you can see, we're there. We're up. We're ready. I think that green bit, that green car symbol there, that means that the car is ready. And yeah, we've got 34 miles left in the system. Like now, these cars, they've not got big batteries. They haven't. So they haven't got a big range when it comes to miles. They just haven't got it. So let me just go out of that. So it's saying that it's got 40% charged, right, on the battery, and it's giving us 34 miles on 40% charge. So realistically, we're probably looking that mileage. We're probably looking, I reckon, about 60, 70 for a full charge. And yeah, but let's get back to the actual drive and the moving of this. So you've got this little, it looks like, I don't know if anyone remembers, but the original Apple Mac computers, the original computers, they used to have this glass, they used to have this coloured glass around the back of the computers. It looks like that. But anyway, so you basically go up for reverse like that, and it puts it in R. See the R there, and then it gives us this camera, because this is the Tecna version. There's 3 models to the Nissan Leaf: basic, mid, a centre, and then Tecna, which is what we've got here. So we've got leather seats, heated front seats, and heated back seats as well, which is just there. And then when the other mad thing about this, the handbrake, it's not here. The handbrake is down there on a foot pedal. You have to press it to release it, and it's like just there. See that pedal there? It's just the maddest thing ever. But anyway, so it's in reverse. So I let go of the brake, and she's moving. Oh, that's the door. So it moves under its own steam, basically, is what I'm saying. So I put it into D, down here, down, and then, that's B. Just put it into D for drive. So now, if I let go of the brake, we're moving. So this actually does... This actually does go backwards and forwards. Now, does it drive on the road? We don't know. I don't know, because we need to fix it first and then have a go. I can't take it on the road with the door like this. So possibly if I can get the door, if I can get all this plastic off, and then maybe sort of try and line up the door a bit better, the lock, and close it, possibly I'll be able to take it on the road. But yeah, for now, I'm really not sure. That bleeping is driving me mad, but I think that's because the door is open. I don't like it. So, you know, I get that. This has got, I don't know if anyone's noticed, 80,000 miles on the clock. So you can see it just there, 80,597. So it has got some miles on this car. But more importantly, with this Nissan Leafs, if you're ever looking at a Nissan Leaf, you have to look at that bar right there. See that last one that goes right up? That is very, very crucial, and you've got to make sure, let me just put the brake down, handbrake. You've got to make sure that that's in, you know, got quite a lot. Basically, I'll explain how so when they're brand new, these cars, they come with 12 of these little bars. They come with 12, right? And that means that the battery health, the health of the battery is brand new, 12. Now, if you count those bars, we've got 11 of those bars. So we've only dropped one section. But even that one section, basically how it works is that one of those top bars, the first one, the 12th one, that means that the health of the battery is dropped by 15%. And the rest of these little bars, when you lose them, they drop by 6%, 7%. So it's very, very minimal. But the first one, the top one, number 12 bar, 15%. So it's only got 85% of the battery capacity left in the car. So what will that give us once it's fully charged? I don't know. It's only at 40%. We'll find that out at a later date on another video. But so it's roughly going to give us about 60 to 70 miles per charge on this. And that's if you drive it in eco mode as well. So you've got an eco mode. You can take it off eco mode. It drops it to 32%, 32 miles when I take it off eco. As soon as you put it back onto eco mode, like that, it's even dropped to mileage. No, it's down to 33. So you've really got to be. This car is not built for driving on motorways. And let me turn it off. It loves a noise, this car. It's got so many noises going on. This car is not built for the motorways. It's not built for long journeys. It's just really designed for commuting, for local commuting to work, to the shops, the school run. You know, we've got 5 seats, so it's a biggish family car. You know, everyone can get in it. You can get the Isofix car seats in the back. It's a nice biggish car, but it's not, you know, it's not designed to be running up and down the motorway. And I think the main reason for that as well is that if you drive it up and down the motorway, the miles that you get in it is going to get less. It's going to go down quicker. And if you drive it around town, the mileage will last longer, if not go up a little bit. And that's because so when you're driving on motorways, A roads and motorway roads, you're just using the acceleration, yeah, constantly. You're not lifting. You lift every now and then if you've got a brake, if a car comes in front of you, but 9 times out of 10, you're constant on the throttle, on the accelerator. And what happens is, when you're driving it around town, is that you're lifting up and down on the pedal, constantly lifting up and down. So as soon as you lift off the accelerator, the motor regenerates electricity and puts it back into the battery. So the more you can do that, the more mileage you're going to get out of the charge that you've done. Do you see what I mean? So driving it around town and around villages and around like local shops and stuff like that, or city centres, these are perfect. They're perfect because, you know, it's going to give you 60 to 70 miles. Most people are not going to do 60 or 70 miles in a day. They're just going to drive it to work 10 miles, drive it back 10 miles, and then overnight they can charge it again. Bearing in mind, to fully charge this car, you're probably looking at about between £1.50 and £2 a charge. So when you do the numbers, like with these EVs, when you do the numbers on this car, for getting 60, 70 miles for £2, is just unbelievable. The saving overall every month is crazy. Compared to a petrol or diesel car, the saving is unbelievable. The good thing about this one as well, it's really cheap road tax. It's £20 a year to road tax it. So yeah, and all those things that I looked at, and I thought, you know what, this is definitely worth a go. Don't get me wrong, the non-running thing, that was a bit scary. I've got to be honest, it was, but I knew that it was a run and drive car because that's what I bought it like, and that's what they advertised it like. So, but yeah, it's a 2015 as well, 2015, and yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'm liking it more and more. I've got to be honest. It comes with a 1 charger, so I haven't got the granny charger that they call granny charger. So I really need to get one of those really. This is fast charging cables, so that's a fast charging cable. And then this big box at the back, you can see it there. This has got the Bose sound system in this, speakers everywhere, but that is an actual subwoofer. The stereo in this thing is unbelievable. It is so good. But it's got the Bose sound system because it's the Techna version. So it's got 17-inch alloy wheels, leather interior, leather seats, heated leather seats, heated steering wheel as well, but don't get me wrong, guys, all those bits are going to drop the mileage. So as soon as you put on air conditioning, as soon as you put on the heated seats, the mileage will drop down. I think so anyway. It's definitely the air conditioning, but I'm not sure actually about these heated seats and stuff, because they might be connected to the 12-volt battery, not the main electric underneath battery. So, but like I said before, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. I'm still going through it. I'm still checking things out. I might be wrong, but it's definitely the nicer version of the Nissan Leaf. I think you've got this LED lights. We've got LED lights in there. Yeah, I think we've got LEDs in there as well. So LED headlights. And these headlights as well, a lot of people say a lot of things about these headlights, but they're like bulky. They've got this like big bulge on the top here that goes right through. And Nissan designed it that way because of airflow. They wanted that because it's electric. You don't hear nothing. It's quiet, but you do eventually hear the wind noise. And they're trying to sort of divert the wind across the bonnet and across the headlights, so you don't hear it. So that's why they like that. But yeah, I still think this is actually quite a nice looking car, especially in the black. I've seen it in red, don't like it in red, but in the black, it's not that bad. It's pretty decent. It's pretty smart. The charging point is here, and you can do it, I think, two ways. Do it on the key, and you can do it here as well. So there's a button, but I want to try the key. I've not tried that yet. So yeah, it's there on the key. So let's try that. So if we press that, there we go. So this is our charging point. We've got these LED lights here in here. Now, on the older version of the Nissan Leaf, like 2011, 2012, you didn't have these lights. You didn't get these lights with the charging point. So they're starting to sort of add stuff to the car. The newer it gets, you got this one. I don't know. I've not seen that one before. I think we've got that one, so that might be the fast charger, and that one might be the granny trickle charging, like slow charging. Again, I don't know. We've got to find out. We've got to, see how it goes. But that's where you charge it at the front there, like that, and then you just push it. You can see you've got a camera there at the bottom. As part of the 360 Nissan all-around cameras. You've got them underneath the wing mirrors as well. There's another one there, both sides. Yeah, the other thing I've noticed as well is that this has got brand new tyres all round. There's 3 matching and 1 not. So I don't know why they just didn't get all 4 done, but one of them is left, which is a Dunlop. And the other 3, which are these ones, which are, I don't know what that is, but it's got some sort of leaf thing here. So maybe that's to do with the electric, I don't know. But it's like a leaf pattern. But these 3 are brand new. These pumping up a little bit, I've got to be honest. So I'm going to put a little bit of air in them. But yeah, discs, no lip on those discs whatsoever. But you don't. That's the thing with these cars, these especially electric cars. You're not going to go through the discs and the pads like you would in a petrol or diesel car, because you're if you drive it right and you drive it sensibly, you'll never hardly use the brake pedal, because the car brakes itself. It regenerates the electric. So if you drive it right, you'll never go through discs and pads like you do on a petrol or diesel car. The other thing as well with this one, there's no service. There is no service to do. There's no oil changes, oil filters, air filter. As a cabin filter, that's about it. A cabin filter, and then they just check. So we'll do our own checks. We'll go through it. We'll have a look at it. Probably do a cabin filter. Go to Nissan and won't get a service kit from Nissan, but I'll definitely get a cabin filter. On the service, whilst I'm talking about the services, now I'm getting a few people come to me and message me and say, no, you ain't getting those. You ain't getting that service kit for that price. It's a scam. Something else is happening. It's a scam, basically. People message me. You go back and look on yesterday's video that I've done on the 5008. He was saying that he's been in. Hold on, what was he saying? I've got to say it right. I've been in the car industry for over 30 years. I've never come across this before. I don't believe it's true. Not only is it true, it's even cheaper than that. Now, I told you guys I was getting a service kit for £29.99. Any make, any model, with the Toomey Group, which is Peugeot, Citroen, MG, Nissan. They're all in this group, right? And I'm going to show you what they sent me the other day on the old laptop. So let me show you this. So as you can see, it's come from Nissan service kits. All right. Purchase any service kit with which will include oil, air filter, pollen filter, and obviously oil filter as well. Let me show you the price that they sent me. £24, sorry. £24.99. Sorry, I was reading something else. Any model includes LCV. Any model. £24.99. That is even cheaper than the other one, which is £29.99. £24.99, guys. I just want to show you that because he was saying there's no way. He's been in the motor trade for 20, 30 years. There's no way. Something else is a scam. But, you know, you have to move with the times. You have to change. You have to, you know, don't just be stuck 20, 30 years ago times. We're in different times now. And that's not my price, guys. That's not mine. That's everyone's price. If you're in the trade and you've got an account, that's everyone's price. That's not just my price. So, yeah, that's that. Back to the car. What do we think with the Nissan Leaf? I'm actually looking forward to fixing this up, cleaning it up, give it a new MOT, fully charge it, and drive it around for a while. That is what I'm going to be doing with this car. I'm going to be using this car just to see what it's like, because, you know, when I'm doing my running about, the school run, I do the school run every other day, backs and forwards to here, doing the work, going to get parts. I want to see how this performs when it comes to what I need to do and what the mileage I do on a weekly basis, daily basis, and just see how long it lasts, basically. But yeah, I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to do all right on this one. And I'm going to take this tape off in a minute, just to get that tape off the door, just to see if I can line it back up at all, because it keeps bleeping at me. And it's got some good equipment in here. Let me just start her up again. So that's your speedo is actually there. That's when your speedo is, your mileage, miles per hour. But what I want to try and do, let me try and turn the air conditioning. Bearing in mind it's got 33 miles left in there, right? Let me turn the air conditioner on to see what happens. Okay, AC. It's making all sorts of noises. Fans. How do you turn it on? Turn it on. That. Just turn it right down. Right, that is actually nice and cold. That is cold and coming out nice. So with the air conditioning on, we've dropped it to 27 miles. just do that. It's still saying 40%, but we've gone down to 27 miles. So as soon as I turn it off, it's going to change it again. Watch. It's jumped back up to 33. Right, sorry about that, guys. Someone come to the door, so I had to cut off there. But I'm back. Well, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's now gone back up to 33. So it looks like that every time you switch on the aircon, it changes it. It's gone back to 27. I suppose if you continue driving it, it'll stay like that. Just want to quickly check. Let's turn that off. So let's put on the heated seats here, like that. Is that hot? That's higher. That's higher. So the heated seats are now on, and it hasn't affected the actual miles. So that's good. There's a heated steering wheel, I think, as well, which is here. That's a heated steering wheel, which is nice for the winter. And again, it doesn't look like it's affecting the actual miles you're getting there. Oh, I've got to turn this seat off. That's getting really hot. Let's turn this off. I just want to check things just to see what you know, what it's like and what happens basically. Up here, I believe, just there, when you're driving along, you create honestly, this sounds mad. You create trees here, and there's like 4 trees that you can create. So the better you're driving, the more trees you get. And then obviously it's just basically how you're driving it. So yeah, I don't know. I've not driven one of these before. I don't really know everything about it, but I've just been researching some bits and pieces. You have got the charge. That's the charger. Here, you undo the front charging box. This locks it and unlocks it. So what happens is if you go to an on-site charger, fast charger, like a petrol station, anything like that, you can plug it in, press that, and then it locks it, so no one can then come along and then just disconnect it. You can leave the car charging basically. So that's that. I'm not sure what that is. That is when you're driving around. There's a speaker at the front, and it makes a whirring noise, so it alerts pedestrians that there's a car around. So you can turn it off by pressing that. That's what that is. That's the heated seats. That's the traction control. We have got cruise control as well on here. Cruise control this side. Buttons over here. Source, phone. This has got Bluetooth. You can connect your phone to it as well. It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well. It has got an original, so you press this button here, and then you've got a CD player at the top there. You can put CDs in. There is no CD in it. I've already checked. Satellite navigation. So you've got big sat-nav screen there as well. Not sure, you know, what that's all about, how good it is. You've got obviously the radios. I can't turn this up to show you how good this is, because I might get a copy strike. But let's have a go. But it sounds really good with this Bose. Really, really good. I hope I don't get a copy strike, but I might get a copy strike. It's gone down to 39% now. Look, 39%. So, you know, it has got some good equipment on this. It has got auto lights and auto window wipers as well. Got sensors on the front up there. So it's got auto sensors. It did come with some paperwork. We have got some history with this car, which is like a service booklet here. And maintenance. Let me show you that.
Investigation by the BBC has found a man known as the godfather of people.
That's traffic and travel. I want to show you this service history. So we've got a service history here, 22,000, 2017. 2017, 50,000, 2020. What else? More. One more at Nissan main dealer at 58,000, 2021. So there is some service history, but like I said to you before, there's nothing to service apart from a pollen filter and then a check. That's it. Really not sure what they do as a service. Might look into it, might find out, but I think it's just a pollen filter and then just a general check to make sure everything's working okay, like coolant maybe for the front. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Should we have a look at the underneath, actually? Let's pop that bonnet. Let's turn that off. The noises. I think you can actually change them noises as well. In the settings, you can actually change how you want the noises to sound. God, that's a big, heavy bonnet, really, for what it is. So there we go. That is the electric motor. It's actually in quite nice condition. I've seen a lot of these where the metal makes it all sort of, don't know, a funny sort of paste or some sort of, yeah, a really weird. But this one actually looks pretty nice and decent. It doesn't look that bad. There's not much to tell you. 12-volt battery, obviously that side. Coolant is in here, which is up to where it should be anyway. Bang on. Yeah, aircon works really, really nice and cold as well. So that's good. We know that's filled up. There's not much else in here, is there? Washer bottle as well. I think they're prone from the washer bottles, the motors to stop working. So I've got to check that. But that's part of the MOT checks anyway. We'll do that. We'll check the lights to make sure it all works. But yeah, there we go. Like, it's an electric motor. I think that's how it drives the front wheels, and the battery pack is underneath the car. So, it has got some battle scars. It needs a bit of attention, doesn't it? We have to go around it. Like I said, I'm going to do the wing, change the wing probably, change both doors, definitely. Got to get a wing mirror. Not the complete wing mirror, the glass, because that was missing. But they're like 15 quid. I have found a couple of doors in colour, I've got to be honest. And there is a couple of cars that's breaking for parts, Nissan Leafs. So, and I try to check, and I did it on this one. I always try to check, before I bid on it, I always try to check on eBay to see if the parts are available, and they are. So, I'm quite happy and confident that we're going to be able to get the parts for this one. And not only that, we're going to get them in colour. So, which is going to save us on some paint as well. But yeah, once we're finished, we're going to go all over it. We're going to do the repairs. But once we're done, this is going to turn out to be a really nice car for me to drive around and for someone to own. Especially with that battery degradation. I think it's called degradation. I'm not quite sure what it's a funny word. Basically, it means the battery is losing its total voltage or total capacity, or yeah. But it's only dropped 1 bar, so it should be at about. They reckon it should be at once it drops 1 bar, it should be 85% capacity when it comes to sort of the miles you get out of it. Is what I'm trying to say. But like I said, I'm not an expert, guys. This is the first one I've done. And if this goes well, I'll be definitely looking for other Nissan Leafs. Because, the back end looks a bit weird. Don't get me wrong, it does look a bit weird. But it's spacious. It's nice. It's big enough for family. We've got the 5 doors. These seats go down as well. They fold down flat. Yeah, it needs a good clean. Look how dirty it is. It needs a good tidy up. It needs a good clean. And it needs some floor mats as well on this one. But yeah, I am interested to see how this goes, and drive it around just to see what we can get out of it, what the usage is like, and what the saving is like. Because apparently the saving on these cars, like especially this one, this one was cheap, like really, really cheap. But I think new, they're like 25, 30,000 pound new, which is crazy, you know. But if you get a cheap electric car like this, and it's okay to run around with, it's just so much cheaper. Unbelievably cheap. The saving is crazy. So there we go. That is the new project, the Nissan Leaf 2015 Tecna. Like I said, it is a Cat S, but I think it's a Cat S because of that lower part there. It looks actually quite bad when you go like this. But we're going to sort it all out. We're going to repair it all. We're going to tidy it all up, you know, and just do the best we can with it. But yeah, I'm not sure about the rear discs and pads at the minute. No lip. No lip on those discs. Can't quite see the pads, but I've got to check it. But these tyres are brand new. So there we go. That is the Nissan Leaf. Guys, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I know there's going to be people that are going to hate it. I know people are going to love it. I know people are going to say, well, let's just see how it goes. It's one of those, you know, it's one of those people. Some people hate EVs and they're not interested in the saving. They're not interested in getting saving a ton of money overall. So yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget, like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.